Hi, my name is Ruben and this is my review for Netflix's original series, The Kominsky Method. The Kominsky Method is written by Al Higgins, David Harvey Beam and Chuck Lorre. Not only is this a Netflix series, but it also is associated with Warner Brothers Television, so it has some fairly big backings.
You complete me.
The series is more of a mini-series with just 8 episodes running at about 25 minutes per episode. I guess they are just kind of testing the waters a bit. The Kominsky Method is about Sandy Kominsky, played by Micheal Douglas, and his longtime agent Norman Newlander, played by Alan Arkin. And having those two great actors in of itself was almost enough to sell me on the show. But then add the creator of 2.5 Men, The Big Bang Theory, and theme creator of 1987 animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the legendary Chuck Lorre, and that sealed the deal for me. The Kominsky Method is essentially about two best friends tackling life's adventures in their latter half of their life.
Passengers on boats slowly sinking.
It's set in Los Angeles, a city that values youth and beauty. It's a series that is both funny and emotional and has something to say about life. As we know, it's seen through a couple of wisecracking grumpy old men. Kind of. It's a single camera show that follows both Sandy and Agent Norman as they have to deal with what life has for them in their old age. I love this show. I wasn't sure it was going to work even with the caliber of actors that it has and the creators and the financial backing that it has. I wasn't sure that this was going to be in my demographic or that I was going to be able to relate to it at all. But thankfully, it's not a story about old men making tacky jokes, although that does happen. It's a story about men and what life has in store for them. The series is not afraid to tackle some heavy topics like cancer, suicide, drug overdose, or drug abuse. It's not afraid to have commentary about social extremes of our current climate, like an old man sitting in a park bench who just can't be an old man sitting in a park bench. He has to be a pedophile. Like, it tackles dark subjects like that. And although those subjects are dark and pretty heavy, because of the skillful writing and perfect comedic timing from both Micheal Douglas and Alan Arkin, whose friendship is totally believable, those subjects are tackled well. They are never the driving force of the show. It's the friendship that's the driving force of the show.
Half my age.
Half your age is still an old woman.
Not you, Norman.
Do the math.
And we are just along for the ride. So we see them have to deal with real world problems from an elder person's perspective. And I think the writing has taken this perspective and made great use of both of it. Both Alan Arkin's character and Micheal Douglas's character come from an old school world where men opened doors for people interacted with each other in meetings rather than stare at their screens. So in a sense, we are seeing two worlds collide as these characters continue to deal with an ever-changing world, and the consequences of this is often hilarious and tragic. Consequences. There are moments in this series where I was laughing out loud, like belly full laughing, and then an episode later there seemed to be a lot of dust in the air because my eyes threatened to water a lot. There are of course some other amazing casts that are added to their life story journey. Micheal Douglas in particular is teaching acting because he can't get a job as an actor, and so in his teaching class there are a lot of side characters that are added to the roster. Again, this is the clashing of two worlds, as most of the actors attending his class are much younger. So you have this clash, and it's really interesting to watch. It's a series that I see having many series. At least I hope that's the case. They managed to create characters that you believe are best friends, you care what happens to them, and you want to know more about them. I don't think there's anything groundbreaking about the filming or editing style. It's good, and sometimes some of the jokes can miss the mark, or maybe I just didn't get them. However, the series shines in the moments when it tackles those moments that are darkest: cancer, money problems, losing a loved one. It uses some of life's hardest time tactfully and somehow still make it funny and emotional. I think this series is well worth your watch, and as such I'm giving it an A. Thanks for watching my review for the Kominsky Method. I did my best not to have any spoilers. Hopefully there weren't any, as it is a series that if you touch on certain subjects you can be revealed of what's going to happen. If you like my review and want to see more like this, please like and comment. I do love to chat to you in the comments below. That's partly why I do this. And if you feel like it, subscribe and hit the bell. And remember, live long and Tuesday.